Welcome to this quick demonstration of RateQS. RateQS is a web-based application for analyzing your construction cost data by transforming data that currently lives in scattered Excel documents into valuable metrics and insights. The app will ingest, classify, and simplify your data, unlocking quick analysis of your existing rates via a private data analytics dashboard available to you and your team in a quick and simple package. Main screen you'll see when you first start up RateQS. The upload process is very simple. You take any bill of quantities you may have. It can be a pricing document, a cost plan, anything like that. And we're just going to drag and drop it into the platform where you can click to upload, and you can then assign a project to it. You can either create a new project or you can assign an existing project. Let's call this Tall Building London UK. After hitting upload and process, initially what RateQS will do is scan through the document. It'll remove any header rows, descriptions, and equally any total rows or subtotal rows, as we don't want these to be classified. And it will also concatenate longer descriptions, especially in bill of quantities where you've got headings and subheadings, into one long composite item. So you can see RateQS is finished doing this now. It gives us a total of 360 items, a total value excluding the totals of 836,910. Okay, so scrolling down, you'll see this is the actual bill of quantities here. There's lots of provisional sums, total rows, which are classified as page totals. And the next step is to create keywords. So you can do this manually by just clicking into the cell. There is, however, a built-in classifier, so you can regenerate this item here, and it will come out with partition shaft wall. You can do this for all items by clicking the Generate All Keywords button. This generally takes about a minute per 100 rows, so we'd expect this to take about 3 minutes. Okay, so once the keywords have been generated, it will normalize the keywords. That usually takes a second as well, and refresh the table. If you're unhappy with any of these, you can click change motion to paint, for example, and it will update that in the back end. Any items that RateQS can't think of a keyword for will return the keyword NA, so you can click this button to filter any NA keywords. A lot of these will usually be provisional sums or unclear items in your bill of quantities. You can go through and sort of manually take these out. Otherwise, they won't get pulled through into the analysis. Okay, so moving on to the projects tab, this contains all our projects. Now, the way RateQS works is you can have multiple documents per project, which is particularly helpful if, for example, you have multiple packages or multiple contractors or maybe multiple tender returns that you want to capture the rates from. So let's have a quick look at one of these, maybe education project here. It'll give you some quick high-level details. You can capture some specific project details up here, and again, a few helpful graphs and keyword distribution by category. And at the bottom here is the bill of quantities we uploaded, which you can then view. It'll be a familiar page. So into rate analysis, this is the main dashboard of the program. So there's various different ways to slice your data. You can click to copy, you can filter the data at the side, and you can use the Data Explorer, either elementary, which shows the high-level item broken down into sub-items, finishes, and you can search data quite easily. Maybe on concrete. You can export data from here or even normalize data you've already got, and there are various options per graph to give more insight. The Rate Library page gives us a much more detailed view into specific items you may be interested in. For this example, let's use finishes. Firstly, we can search the word finishes, which will bring up the highest level element of finish. And under that, you can see there are various sub-elements we can filter by. By filtering on the highest level, this will aggregate all the underlying descriptors that fall under that element. At the bottom of the page, we can see specifics of where each item has come from. And if we scroll back to the top, we can filter out outliers on the top or bottom end if they don't fit in the range we're currently looking at. Let's look at something slightly more specific. Let's look at concrete reinforcement. Rather than aggregating all the results by clicking the reinforcement under concrete, we can see a much more specific rate for just this item. This is an item that the keyword has returned as just concrete reinforcement. So we get a much more narrow set of results that should be much more accurate.